Recorded Books Incorporated presents an unabridged recording of It's Not Fair, Jeremy Spencer's Parents Let Him Stay Up All Night by Anthony E. Wolfe, narrated by George Guidall. This work, copyrighted 1995 by Anthony E. Wolfe, Ph.D., is recorded by arrangement with the Joel Spieler Agency. This recording is copyrighted 1996 by Recorded Books Incorporated. Anthony E. Wolfe is a practicing clinical psychologist. He's worked with children and adolescents for the past 25 years and lectures frequently on parenting topics. In this book, he focuses on one of the most difficult challenges to the parents of younger children: setting limits and making demands. And now, It's Not Fair. Jeremy Spencer's Parents Let Him Stay Up All Night.
Introduction. Two fictitious but definitely possible stories. 1990s. 8-year-old Jimmy comes into class one morning, and his teacher notices the clear imprint of a hand on his face. "Where did you get those marks, Jimmy?" "My mom hit me." Whereupon the teacher, following what is the law in most of the United States today, files a mandatory suspicion of child abuse complaint. 1940s. 8-year-old Jimmy comes into class one morning, and his teacher notices the clear imprint of a hand on his face. "Where did you get those marks, Jimmy?" "My mom hit me." "Well, I bet you deserved it." Over the last half-century, there has been a major change in child-raising practice. We now believe that it is not just the lesson, but also how the lesson is taught, that shapes children. Much that used to be considered normal parenting practice is now viewed as abuse. Hard slaps across the face, repeated hitting with belts or broom handles, or being locked in a room for extended periods of time are no longer seen as good. Such tactics are recognized as damaging to children and who they become. Replacing the old, harsher ways is a new child-raising method based on consideration and listening to children. As a result of this change, today's children do not fear their parents as many did in previous generations. And this is good. But there is a problem with this new way of raising children. If children are not afraid of their parents, they are not as likely to do what their parents tell them to do. "Lynette, would you please put away your crayons?" "Why?" "Because I'm asking you to." "It's not fair. Kevin never has to pick up his crayons." Which in the old days would have brought, "I'll show you what's not fair." Lynette's mother would have swiftly moved to get the strap, which is why in the old days Lynette would not even have asked why, because she knew why. If she did not do what she was told, and fast, the strap would come out. But now the strap has all but disappeared, and in the wake of its disappearance, an entirely new generation of children has emerged. These children do not talk and act at home with their parents the way children of previous generations did. As will be discussed in this book, behavior away from home is a different matter. "I never would have talked to my parents that way." Today's children are definitely less well-behaved with their parents than their parents were with their own parents. And their parents believe that they have done something wrong. They have failed in some way, because they are clearly not as effective as their parents were. But they fail to take into account that there really has been a change. Their expectations of child behavior are based on what only the threat of harsh punishment can achieve. They are not doing anything wrong, they are doing something right. Only nobody told them what the fruits of their better parenting would look like. Without harsh punishment in the parenting arsenal, child-raising is a completely different ballgame. "Jeremy, would you please move the rabbit cage back into your room?" "I can't." "What do you mean you can't?" "My arm hurts." "This is the first I've heard of it." "Well, it does." "Jeremy, I am..."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?